Alright, hey y'all, it's Pizza Hulk. I'm back here in Fallout 4, and I thought it might be fun to do a little building today, and kind of do a video where I actually start to use and show you guys a little bit some of the ways that you can use these mods that I've been highlighting and broadcasting here. If you've seen my helpful mods for builders, you know what this crate is, and this is part of a mod. And I think the best thing I can do right now, honestly, might be just knock out like the most maybe kind of boring part of the video. But ladies and gentlemen, let's go to the mods. So I'll show you what I'm using. Anytime on any game where I show you my mods list, remember I'll give you an opportunity to kind of look through these things and see, what I'm using for this video and some of the ones I just have around for some of the other stuff I do. So we'll start up here, and I'll kind of bump around and well, basically, I'll scroll a little bit, give you an idea of what some of these do. And so if you're on PlayStation 4 or even Xbox or some of these other ones, some of these mods are on different platforms. You can certainly use those. But when I get down to the ones, there's two that I'm looking for right now. Dogs Not Brahmin, actually just a huge favorite of mine. There we go. So starting special equals 70. So obviously I've already gone through the vault and done what I needed to do to get here. But I wanted to knock out a few things just to make it a little easier. I also wanted to get my outfit going. But simple mod that only changes the amount of special points you can distribute during character creation. This mod sets the value to 70, so you can get up to 10 in all special stats. Remove the mod after character creation if you want. So I started out with 10 and everything in my special points, and since I'm here to build, that's something I don't need to worry about. I can pretty much put points in anything and any perk that I want. And with that, again, this is a mod that I've gone over before in other videos, but choose your own perks. This mod will allow you to select your own perks. Just pick a book and read it, and you will get the perk you read. What's good about this mod is you do not need to start a new game like my other mods, so you can add on to your current save. Also, this mod is not prone to clash with other mods too. It's a locker right outside of Vault 111, right? You got to read from lowest to highest. I've already gone through and got what I wanted. Let you go in here. Now, I'm not a boy, so Action Boy and Aqua Boy aren't going to do me any good. You can see I picked basically what I wanted. If I wanted to get Cannibal 1 through 3, I'd pick Cannibal 1, then I'd pick Cannibal 2, then I'd pick Cannibal 3. And just to show you, you can see up top, strength, perception, endurance, charisma, intelligence, agility, and luck are all maxed out to 10. And then down below, you can see what I've chosen to put points into, whether either filling out that tree or just giving myself what I want from that tree. Now you see, I can't get Action Girl or Aqua Girl because those points aren't available. For some reason, it's only the Action Boy and Aqua Boy. But once I get to the levels and I start to get a few points, I can plug those in there along the way. Now you could just give yourself the 10 special points and everything and add what you want as you go, because you could certainly come down here and maybe you want, you know, solar powered, but you're not into ghoulish. Or you want sniper, but you couldn't care less about night person. You can just go through the whole tree and pick what you want as you get your points. So, as always, I like to point out with modding, you have the options really to sort of design your own playthrough, how easy you want it to make, how tough you want it to make, what kind of situation and environment you want to create. It's really just up to you. So, keep that in mind. Yeah, there we go. Now you pop out of the vault, you've got all your special points stacked, you've got all your perks chosen already. You head into your old neighborhood, it's a wreck, right? You talk to Codsworth, you do a little bug murder, and ta-da, here you are. Now, Sanctuary is going to look a little different because of a mod on. It's Nikki's Sanctuary Settlement, something. And what it does is it kind of cleans it up a little bit, pulls out a base for like a foundation here, adds a little farm in, cleans up 10 Pines a little bit. And we've captured Sanctuary. Ta-da! Now, if I'm here to mod and I want to build, there's several things that I want to start to take into consideration right off the bat. That's the look I'm going for, and what, if anything, is there going to be a theme? Is there going to be a theme throughout my entire Commonwealth, through all the settlements that I hold? Am I going to bring the Institute above ground? Do I want to, you know, sort of a heavy kind of mechanical BOS theme, or do I want like a scrappy kind of settler, almost raiderish theme? So I want to make everything look like the 1950s again, or I'm sorry, 20, 30, 30, whatever it was. Go for it. You want to rebuild Sanctuary and make it look like it did before the war? There's a mod for it, right? But you got here and you got all this scrap. Well, the nice thing about Nikki's settlement mod is we go over here to this workbench and we have a little peek inside. Well, actually, that's not fair. It's full of 65,000 of each component. This might take a second because there's like one or two mods I've got loaded up. And so if we look at something wooden, there we go. You can see, well, actually I have even more, but I have more wood and steel than I could possibly need, particularly at this moment. And not just wood and steel. What's something complicated? There you go. Circuitry, crystal, copper, you name it. And in case you somehow managed to use all of that, please excuse the broken floor. Kind of is what it is. Not only do we have a stack of your special books, which again I went over in the helpful mods for settlement builders. If you don't want to take 10 points and all of your special points at the beginning, you can pick and choose and design your game. But if we look over here in this locker, not only do we have a few god guns, which will make building much easier, all the ammo any player could ever want. But that's right, another full set of 65,000 plus components. And so now I've just picked up a huge chunk of coin. I've got plenty of components. I've got a god gun. I've got every bullet you could possibly want or need in the world. And it's 11 o'clock in the morning. So with your scrap mod, SCRAP is the one that I'm using. I mentioned this before. On PlayStation 4, I think STS or Scrap That Settlement is probably the most popular one. I like mine. But then you can start cleaning up. And we can get rid of a lot of the annoying stuff you wouldn't normally be able to get rid of, but you want to be careful and not take out the whole frame here. So any of the extra trees you don't want here from my simple Seasons green mod here, you can take them right back out and really spruce up the neighborhood. Now Nikki did a pretty good job, and you can also get rid of this kind of weird stuff on the floor here. But be careful you don't scrap the entire floor. Because... Ooh. See? Add the whole frame of the house there instead of just that one thing. So go slow. That's different. I'm a little confused, honestly. I'm sorry, I just got thrown off a little bit because that dirt mound is, I don't know. It's not supposed to be there. But if you don't have the 65,000 plus, you know, components, use your scrap mod, get out there, clean out what you want. Feel free to beautify your sanctuary and get rid of all that horrible garbage. It absolutely makes no sense for you to have in your house anyway. Like, no one would pick up these leaves if they lived here. Seriously. Keep what you want. If you want to add a little lore, or have some fun little things in here, but believe me, we've got the mods to pretty much make whatever we want. He said, Pizza, why are you clearing this thing out? Well, I'm going to use it here in a little bit to show you something. Now, if you're going to use Sanctuary, and you kind of have to, I generally recommend going through and getting rid of certain things. And one of the things you want to get rid of are as many chairs as possible. Now, people wander around Sanctuary no matter what you do. And I'm just trying to give you some ideas on how you can sort of beautify this trash heap that you normally end up with. But try to get rid of as many chairs as you can, because your citizens, when they show up, are eventually going to want to wander around and go sit down somewhere. And it really just makes it that much harder to find them. Now, most people might know you can take down what I just took there and most of the stuff here, but you wouldn't normally be able to get rid of these bushes without a scrap mod. But you also wouldn't normally be able to get rid of any of this framework. Now, a lot of times I like to get rid of this. And you can see all the weird little garbage texture things they leave in there to, I don't know, make it seem more real. Again, I don't want to take out this whole section of the street. I want to take out this tree. So be careful. And there you go. We have a nice farm plot right here. I promise I'm not just going to keep scrapping, but there's a reason I want to get rid of some of this stuff. It's kind of what you'd be doing anyway, right? Now just throw these in the workbench for now. And you. And you. And again, get rid of a few more chairs just to keep people from wandering over here. The other thing I normally scrap is there's 3 dog houses in Sanctuary. If you want to get dog meat and have them stay in one place, you got to get rid of 2 of them and keep 1. And he'll go to wherever that one is. Alright, so this is generally what I would normally do, is clear out this whole area. And normally I'd scrap pretty much everything else I could in Sanctuary. And this would be my main farm area. But thanks to Nikki's Sanctuary settlement cleanup, they've actually place this little farm area over here with some actual rows for your crops. Let's get the toilet out from in front of the house. There we go. Well, now what? Dr. Mobius's cellar. Now, I highlighted this in my helpful mods for builders, and I've done its own video. It's just the best. I love it. So let's say you don't want to use Nikki's, and you get in here and you're like, well, I need components. Well, right here in the scrap box are all the components that you're possibly ever going to need. Except for leather, for some reason. I don't know. I don't know about that. You take them all out. You hit this button. You hit it again. You got it. Whatever you need. If you are a decorator like I am, then you have basically labeled and organized every bit of thing that you could possibly want to decorate your housing, your shops, your castle, your institute, whatever it may be. And in the cash register, you can pop in, get bottle caps, pre-war money, book tokens, and bobby pins. Modders, here's every bit of clothing that you want to get. And so what I would recommend is coming down here, especially if you're going the modding route and you're really trying to build. And there's going to be some certain things that you're going to want that give you some advantages when you do have to play the game. So a good charisma dress won't hurt. There we go. You might want something like you want to build a really good outfit to keep yourself basically godlike, right? Well, army fatigues give you 1 strength and 1 agility. You saw Pizza in his bathrobe. Charisma is 2, and it just looks amazing. I get myself some nice armor and all the clothing you could possibly want for your themes and your settlements. Grab a hazmat suit. We can even hook up dog meat and make them look amazing, right? Bandana, armor. You can have all of your settlers wearing spiked armor, lab coats for your doctors, etc. So it's a role player's just paradise down here. We also have all the food, alchemy, water, and anything you need for survival mode. And I've also pointed out this before, if you don't want to use any of that stuff, you got a great survivor mode, basement, clean bed, stove, etc. So, and a power armor frame. Now let's say Pizza already came in here and grabbed all this stuff. One of the things you're going to need is a good weight mod, and the weight mod is going to allow you to carry, well, as much as you need to carry. Now, in a lot of these games, that's really one of the things that is kind of another factor in your playthrough. It's like the weather can actually be something that could be considered an enemy. Well, your carry weight can be considered an enemy. So I can carry 500,290 pounds of stuff. We currently have 73 pounds. We're good to go, right? But that'll help me when I'm out in the Commonwealth picking up whatever I need, doing whatever I want to do. So, ooh, did I forget? Yeah, I probably should. I forgot something. We'll pop over here to the guns. And personally, I like the combat rifle. And generally, I get a combat shotgun. So with those 2 guns right there, you pretty much got everything you need. Now, if I go to Nuka World, I'll get a 7.62. But 45 caliber is my favorite way to go in this game. And then what do we grab? Army fatigues, yeah, that'll work. Black rim glasses for charisma. And remember, go for whatever you want. Make yourself look however you want. So get in there and grab the clothing that you want. Whether it's for you or for your settlers, this is for me. Just kind of going to show you what I can do here. And then any guns, mods, any of that kind of stuff you want, you can grab in here. Now all the decorating stuff and food and etc. ingredients I've already put into my workbench up here. There we go. And I've got Andrew CX's free crafter and free maker on. Now with those, I didn't really even need to grab that gun because gun bench, here we go. Could go over to the weapons workbench, go to crafting. And then for free, if I'm not, oh no, I need the chem bench. That's it. Let's go grab a chem bench. I have, I don't know, 70 plus mods on, so this is certainly going to take just a second to load up. But the nice thing about Sanctuary is every single workbench that you need is here. So we got a gun, armor, and power armor frame set. And then if we run down the road here, there we go. And quickly sneak behind here, we can grab a chem bench. There's also some cement there. Which is good if you're playing without the mods on. But definitely need the chem bench. That's where all my, basically my cheats are for my mods. Oh, it's backwards. There we go. And I'm just going to go ahead and run down and grab the cooking station. Yoink. It's mine. I can run forever basically because of my perks. There we go. Boom. So cooking, guns, armor, power armor, chem. Everything right here in Sanctuary to start out with. And that's not due to a mod or anything else. It's literally what it always comes with. So we go over the chem bench. This is where all my free stuff's going to be. And I do mean everything. So I want some berry mentats so I can get some intelligence. There you go. Buff jet, buff tats, sell it, use it. Stick it on your players for, I don't know, role play. But everything is in here. Got all our clothing. I can make money. Nicotine tickets and tokens. I mean, it's just everything. If I want a full set of whatever kind of power armor I want. Supplies, beacons. We'll skip these two for now. And there we go. And kind of melee. Ooh. Nice. Wow, so even the new guns are in here. What's that gun called? I forget. Handmade rifle. Grab me one of these. And then... shoot. Somewhere in here should be ammo. Grab a few fusion cores. You see what I'm saying? Free crafter, free maker, everything at your fingertips. I can run over to the gun bench. It's going to do the combat rifle, but we'll go to... well, we'll do the shotgun first. Anything I want. So if you want the best automatic receiver alright on it day one, or the advanced receiver, I like pulling the trigger. Or you can go calibrated or armor piercing. Ported and shielded. Doesn't cost any material. You're saying, Pizza, you don't have any ammo? Sure I do. It's downstairs. And I can even put a legendary effect on. Now I have a mod that gives me some pretty insane legendary effects. A lot of times I use Heart Piercer. But that gun's strong enough as it is. Well, there you go. And if I want to get my rifle ready to go, we'll just hop in here to this ugly gun. And again, you know, generally speaking, I'd rather pull the trigger than let it go auto. So I might go calibrated sometimes, but advanced is just going to destroy everything I need to destroy right now. And I'm going to go with the improved barrel. Light, well, yeah, we'll go with the light stock. Again, this cost me nothing. I only do scopes on guns when I'm just goofing around. Make things quiet. I definitely want to change the colors to the painted. It's my favorite. And no legendary effect. And then we got this suppressed SS delivery pistol, a god gun. I mean, it's already hitting for 3464. Let's see what we can get it up to. 5,827. is turn everything up for kicks and giggles. And I could even turn it, look at that, like 12,127. So that's in fire and freeze, or electricity and cold and all these poison, you know, it's ridiculous. But again, it's one of the best things you can do because, in all honesty, you're not here to fight. We're here to build, right? So why not be unstoppable? So we'll go to the armor workbench. Now I have a mod on that unlocks ballistic weave at any level. And we also have Andrew CX's free crafter, so it allows me to do all kinds of things. So we'll throw on some shielded lining. We got energy resistance and radiation resistance. You know, we could put this on. I'll up and put this on, and that'll give you a nice boost to energy resistance. You know, what do you want? You want carrying capacity. You want to be able to run around and be pretty much radiation proof. Remember, carry weight doesn't matter, but you could go with ultralight and get your AP up. It kind of doesn't matter. You can change the look for it. Now, for this, we're going to put some legendaries on that come with this, and you want to put Aegis on. And that gives you 150 damage proofing, 150 fire resistance, 180 electrical resistance, and 315 radiation resistance, which is pretty much equal to a piece of power armor. Throw in ballistic weave of 5, and the base damage protection goes up to 260. And the energy resistance goes up to 290. Didn't cost me anything. You can jump over the helmet, do the same thing to it. The only thing that's really going to cost us any materials are the mod needing its materials for the effect. Otherwise, Andrew CX is going to cover all of that. I'm just going to go straight up combat, and so we're going to switch this combat armor to heavy armor. And we can even add varying things to it. Brotherhood of Steel, radiation resistance. We can make it reinforced combat armor. Shadowed, fiberglass, or polymer. We'll just go with polymer. Again, we can add on the asbestos lining, give us even more energy resistance. Let's go lead line instead, get a little more radiation. Just for kicks and giggles, we can put cool little insignias on there. Add on the ballistic weave. Add on Aegis. Don't forget to go in and mess with your backpack because we have the Creation Club on. We're going to go with Intelligence. And that'll speed up the leveling. I usually go with survival, just more damage and radiation resistance. And yep, we can even add Aegis to it. I'm just going to go ahead and do this so you can get an idea of what it... the total amount of protection you can get just by doing this. No, it's slowing down. Well, here, let's go ahead and just put those on. And you should get the idea. So we put on our army fatigues. Boom, we're already up 360. 50 poison protection, 200 fire damage protection, and 390 energy resistance. Put on our helmet, our sunglasses, our chest piece, our backpack. And that's not even counting what we could have done with the rest of our armor. If I modded it all the way up. So we'd probably have, just in our clothing, our little outfit here, let's have a look at ourselves, right? We look pretty cool. I could have done a bandana too. We'd probably have better power armor than you can get in the game. So if you want to just wear clothing and beef it up and some glasses and a hat and be pretty much invincible, you don't have to gear up like this, but I just wanted to show you that you could. All right, we're going to take a nap, and then we're going to do some quick prep. For settlement domination. Now, we don't need much, but we do need to get these materials spread out throughout the Commonwealth. Now, one of the things that I have on is a mod that go ahead and opens up pretty much everything on the map. It doesn't show everything, but almost everything. It also enables fast travel, so I can go to any one of these places anytime I want. That being said, it also gives you an idea of what's around you and where you want to go next. But all my materials are right here in this bench. And until I start getting things spread around to the point where I can have a provisioner moving back and forth between my settlements, I can't really branch out. So just like in the base game, you kind of have to set up and kind of want to set up sanctuary. That means food, water, protection, and settlers. So let's start out with those basics, and we're going to use one of the mods here. Just go into build mode because we'll need to be there for a little while. Now, most of what I'm going to be needing to use is under the USO tab, but I actually want to be under the normal resource tabs here for this one. So we're going to go to power and generators, and here we have a wireless fuse box, and it says 10,000, right? There's our regular fuse box, here's the wireless. Now when I place this down, what this is going to do is it's going to do a couple things for me. It's going to give me 10,000 power, insane, right? But it's also going to power the entire settlement. And I won't need any wires. So let's do a quick save before I screw this up and it crashes or something. And so now my entire settlement, anywhere I want to place something that needs power, almost anything, I can place it down. It's loading, it's slow. So for instance, let's see. The only trick with this is okay. So most of the lights work. But some of the street lights don't. I don't know why. But if we want to put our basic, you know, porch light on. Bang. There you go. And that's anywhere. It doesn't have to be on this house. It could be this goofy looking place right here. Maybe I want to use this area as a porch. Bang. So anything that needs electricity, I don't need to run a bunch of wires. I don't need a bunch of generators. I can place it down. So, what do you need to start a settlement? Like I said, you need water and food. Electricity and normally I wouldn't say jump in this water, but I have a mod on. Can you believe it? I have a mod on. That makes the water beautiful and clean, like it should be. Because it's 200 plus years since the bombs went off, people. Alright, so, and I can get rid of all these, well, some of these weird rocks. Whatever. Oh, I don't have my jetpack ring yet. Eh. So what would you normally build base game? Well, you'd put something out here that has a bunch of generators on it. And you'd start running lines and putting out water purifiers. But all we really need are the water purifiers. Now normally what I would do is make a setup that gives me 200 water in Sanctuary. And that's easily accomplished by setting up a few of these. And these generators, not only do they, these guys provide their own power, which is pretty dope. Thank you, Andrew CX. But these are your basic ones. And you can see that the generator that I placed is going to allow me to place this regular one down. And it'll work just fine. Yeah, I'm getting radiated. I don't know why it works way out here, but that's fine. Oh wait, these are the... Oh, no. Electricity's not working for those. Fine, we'll use these. And we'll leave it at 120 for now. Actually, no. I'm gonna... No, that's fine. So like I said, normally I would set the values to 200. But I got plans for something else. Do a little bit of clean up. Because why not? Floating bushes, we don't need those. Okay. So we got some water down. Now we need food. So I went into the basement, like I said, and I went and got a little bit of everything. So you can see I've got 1,000 carrots, 1,000 corn. I've got all these ingredients. So a starch farm never hurts. And a starch farm is corn, potatoes, and mute fruit. Alright, we got our first row of corn down. And 12 of those will give me, do I have the mod on? No. Will give me 6 food. And then we're going to run down here real quick to defense. Give ourselves a guard post. Chuck it down right there. We're going to go to turrets. Might as well give ourselves a heavy laser turret. Now this is costing me materials. This isn't part of the free crafter or free maker. But remember, we've got a chest full of everything we need, so. No wires needed. Yeah, I have a pretty good idea where the attacks come from. I have no settlement attacks on, so it won't really matter. But having some defense does matter, so... You don't want to go up there? That's fine. You want your people to feel protected for them to come. And the better off this settlement is to begin with... Oh, come on! I guess the mod's goofing with it. That's fine. Again, isn't really going to come into play anyway. So now we got some defense, we got some water. We have some food available, but we don't have any settlers, right? Or beds. Ooh, okay, let's go to beds. Now I have an interesting mod on that might actually be down below here. That lets me use couches as beds. Yeah. And I think this just adds a bit of realism to the game, personally. Because think about it, you know, in most of your settlements you don't have all this room available. You don't have all this housing. You'd have to build it. Which is one of the big benefits of Sanctuary. But you think, you know, you just end up with people crashing on the couch. Which is the name of the mod. So if we place this here, you know, it counts as a bed, and at night settlers will come climb on the couch and go to sleep. I think it's dope. I think it's one of my favorite mods. Alright, so that's all those. We'll hop up back to USO integrated. Functional beds. This is the cheapest thing you can buy, simply. Now if you're role playing, you might not want to do this. But you can just simply pretty much almost stack these things. Whether the people sleep in them are able to sleep in them or not, does it really matter? Depends on what you're going for, right? But right now, I just need bodies in the settlement. And I can worry about making it into something else later. So again, good way to conserve materials in the base game is just to make sleeping bags. It's only cloth. All these dead bugs in here. And you can always change this later. There we go. Well, we got plenty of beds for our people. Now, there's a couple ways to do this. And I'm going to show you one of the things that I would do, even with the ability not to have wires. And we need to get settlers coming in. You know, that's really what we need to get the playthrough going. There's going to be a couple things that we're going to do, but hold on one second. Okay. So we're going to go to power. Remember, generators, we're going to get a small generator. And we're going to get a medium-sized generator. Plunk it down here. I don't really need it. Except I feel like for some reason the computer I want to hook up works better this way. So now we got our recruitment radio beacon. We don't need to sneak into Concord to try to get into the little speakeasy and get a camera for Crystal. I got everything I need. And when I plunk it down, yoink, it's already on. I don't really need to wire it to this machine. However, I do want to use the Vault-Tec population management system. Doink. And it does need to be wired to your systems to work. Yeah, that's the wrong way to do it. So if I want to control my turrets and other, machinery in my settlement through this one computer terminal, I do need to wire all these things. So if I want to control no way it's gonna go. It's gonna no. And that's not gonna go up there at all. Annoying. Now you see why people put mods on. This game is dumb with some stuff. I guess I could hook into here. Ooh, maybe I shouldn't have done that. Yeah, well, too late. Nope. Let's break this just in case. You see how short the radius is for the wires? Now, Now that all this is connected, I can go over this stupid thing if I want to. I can choose and modify what this does. So if you want to use the Vault-Tec population management system to manage all your machinery, you're still going to need to run the wires for this stuff. Let's see. So I turn my beacon on. It usually only takes a couple minutes to get your first settler. And we have a pretty nice settlement. We got plenty of beds. Water, a decent amount of security. And as you can see, we already have one settler. And the good thing is if you have food planted, your settlers will just come in as you get new settlers and go to that job. You can see our happiness is already up to 80. Why? All their basic needs are already met day one. So you're not going to... And I didn't have a settlement that was sitting here with some crap settlers sitting in it already, and it dropped down to 20. Day one, I'm already at 80. You're saying, Pizza, what is happiness? Well, if your settlers aren't happy, then you're not producing enough food, you're not producing the right amount of water, your vendors aren't making enough cash. We got a new person. And that's perfect. That's exactly what I need. I need a second person. Sorry, I double tapped. I'm gonna have to go right back out of this because she's gonna want to talk to me, and you don't want to get stuck in a dialogue. So you just need to go say hello.
Anyway, I just wanted to say thanks for the opportunity.
No problem.
I'm ready to help with whatever you need.
You know it.
Say the word.
The word. Let's trade.
I wanted to trade a few things. Of course.
Look at NORAD Jones. Or no Rad Jones. Depends on how you want it. So you get, you don't have anything. That's okay. So we're going to temporarily assign her to security. Yoink. But pretty soon she's going to have one of the most important jobs I can give anybody. Did I see my farmer over here or not? I thought I saw a person over here. Like where's my farmer? Where are you at? Are you stuck in the bushes? Yeah, you are. Oh, he's got a cool t-shirt on too. Now, this little bit of break right here, I've gone over in another video, and that's why you want to be careful with what you take out of your settlements with your scrap mod. But he should be farming. Buddy, it's over here, right? You're a son of these? Yes, you are. Perfect. Let's see what he's got. Anything good?
See Grey God? You should go. Whole place is run by robots.
Thanks.
I just want to trade a few things.
Quit wiggling around, bud. Oh, no! Tobias! What are you doing, bud?
Sure thing.
Ah! All right. Pipe, pistol, bottle cap, garbage. Nothing. All right. We now have a settlement started. Now with that, we have the ability to start moving on, right? Because what I have is a spare provisioner. That means if I take another settlement, I can connect these two to this workbench, and all those materials that I have in this workbench will be available to my next settlement. So let's go take a settlement. Let's get serious here. Put on Agatha's dress and let's go. No. No, what do I need? I need a weapon. Like I said, I'm a big fan of the 7.62, which is not that. It's this. Eh. There we go. No. This game. I want to unfavorite it. Ha! Alright, we're going to go rescue a dog, but mainly take another base. So one of the other mods I have on is take any settlement, basically, and I can just walk up to the workbench and it's mine. And I think that's pretty much the case here in Red Rocket anyway. So I'll take Abernathy, which is mission oriented, just to show you how it works. What's up, booby? What's up, booby? Come here, come here, come here.
Hey, boy. What are you doing out here all by yourself?
Exactly. Let's go.
You want to come with me, though?
And
Okay, then.
just walk up to the workbench. It'll be like, you know, control the workbench here. We still got to kill some rats. I know. I know. Where are they? Alright, so we'll grab the Ring of Infinite Ammo. Obviously, that's going to be helpful. And the Ultimate Jetpack Ring. I mean, I feel like they're kind of self-explanatory. Let's do this, dog. We got to go. Yeah. Show me. I mean, these rats are here. I promise you. We got to kill these rats. Some psycho. Why not? There we go. We think dog meat. We get them all. Woo! Look at dog meat. Screenshot. Hold on. Dog meat. Look at this fool. Back up. Alright, dog, what do you think? And now we've taken the red rocket. Also, we can put it on the ultimate jetpack ring and the ring of infinite ammo. Remember, ring stack. And now I'll never run out of bullets. And I can do this. And I have no falling damage. Yoink. So I can build as high as I need to. Oops. and get around pretty neatly. So there you go. So we're going to head back and talk to our guard here. He's about to be my provisioner. And we're going to run over to the chem bench, and this is just to give you some ideas of what you can do. Let's see. First, what do I want? I want armor and clothing. Right? Yeah. So what I like to do often for my, and you can see just the ridiculous amount of options you have. I like to make my provisioners into postmen. Whoops. They get patrolman sunglasses. And the old stars and stripe bandana. We can run down to weapons. We'll get them. Oh, alright. Grab a combat rifle. There we go. And then you can run over here to the armor bench. And I could put them in all this combat armor, or you could just come down here. And we'll start with patrolman glasses. It'll give them some perception. We can put a lining on it. You can change the color, I suppose, maybe. But all you really want to do is get Aegis on there. And Ballistic Weaver 5. Alright. Hit the hat. And what we're going to do is basically, I'm just kind of showing you what you can do. You know, not just with your provisioners to make them basically unkillable. I mean, they're kind of already unkillable because of a mod I have on. Do you see the theme here? Because most of my settlers are going to be named. And if they have a name, they're unkillable. But if you don't have that on, you can pretty much make your settlers unkillable. With just a few mods. And as you can see, with some of the things that I'm doing and changing here, I'm getting a little bit of experience too. Now, if I didn't have Free Maker and Free Crafter on, I'd be getting way more experience because I'd be using the materials, and that would count towards my overall experience. There we go. And I could spruce up the gun. I'm just going to give him the combat rifle that I had. So we'll run over here. Say hello
Crops coming in pretty
to
good.
Emerson. Hey, Emerson. What's up?
I just want to trade a few things.
Okay.
And what I always do is I take all their 38 round and unequip the pipe pistol, unequip the hat too. And then go to my inventory, we'll go to my weapons. And I'm just going to give her this, not my shotgun, sorry. Where is it? Oh, I never fixed it up. Ah, whatever, she'll be fine. Give her the combat rifle, then you go over here and you highlight it, equip it, jump back to your inventory, and this is going to take a second. But the nice thing about a settler is that they only need 1 round. This is a lot of ammo. That frankly I don't need, so I'm just going to throw it in there. There we go. But I could give her 1 bullet, she'd have an infinite supply. Now, the other thing I always give my provisioners is a Molotov cocktail. The only ones I give any kind of explosive rounds. And you want to highlight it. And that way she'll be able to fight on the road against, you know, any issues. We'll pop over to apparel. Let's get her dressed. Glasses, hat, boom, nope, boom, boom. And we're looking at is that right? Oh, that's right. She puts it on. 2, 4, 6, 8. So pretty much she's got a full set of power armor on. And is basically unkillable. So we'll go to dog meat. You're breathing in my ear, buddy. There we go. We'll set a supply line to Red Rocket. Boom. Now, defense went down by a couple points, but there she goes. And so remember, you can rate her this up. You could put her in, you know, I don't know, any kind of really outfit that you want. I just like these people because they wander around the Commonwealth, and it's fun to run into the mailman when you're out in the Commonwealth. Look at all these mailboxes. Absolutely, you should be checking mailboxes out, by the way, when you're out and about. You find a lot of ammo in these sometimes, especially with your scrapper perks. Scrounger? Come on, dog. Ooh, there's some bullets. So now that I have my provisioner set up here, let's go to the map. Point, point. Boom. And you can see that we have the provision line between Sanctuary and Red Rocket. Now, for some reason, I don't know why, but the population settles on Dr. Mobius's cellar, so it like Sanctuary becomes Dr. Mobius's cellar settlement. I don't know why, but Red Rocket. Let's go. Look at this beautiful gun. So we captured Red Rocket. I now have the workbench linked. I can build anything I want up here with the same materials from the workbench that was back there. But we're not done. We're going to take another settlement. We're going to run up to Abernathy real quick. I just want to show you, and I'm going to turn the... I've decided, you know, before I even started, I was like, I'll make this episode 1. Because this is going to be a series, but just kind of wanted to have some, like, day one, like, look, let's get started here. And just show you how some of these mods work. Alright, Abernathy Farm. So, normally I come here to get potatoes and watermelons to start my settlement. Mrs. Abernathy is someone you can trade with. She's generally the first trader that you're going to come in contact with. Usually next up is the lady at Drumlin Diner, and then eventually Carla. Or if you head to Diamond City, all those folks. But super important to take this place, but if you want to take this place, you have to go on what can be early game, and in particular, that's not what I want to say. It can be particularly tough in survival mode. Ha! I got it. And keep that in mind. You might not want to have to deal with all this stuff, but what are we going to do? We're just going to walk up to this workbench, and what does it say? You can now use the workshop at Abernathy Farm. We're going to click on the build mode. There goes dog meat. He's frozen salad, as my brother used to say when he was a kid. Pizza, it's frozen salad. That's right. My brother called me pizza. So what? Alright, so all these potatoes are not well planted. You might want to tap each one of these. But you can always harvest these and do what you want. But now this settlement is mine, which is great because I can start scrapping, cleaning and building. And let's not forget, all their stuff is now mine. This would have been stealing. Now it just belongs to me. Thanks, guys. Potted meat. You don't run into that a lot. Got some nice booze here. You get the idea. You're saying pizza, but you don't have a provisioner. What are you gonna do? Exactly. Do I need to wait till somebody else eventually shows up? I don't need any of that stuff. Until somebody eventually shows up. Ooh. At Sanctuary that I can use to be my provisioner between Red Rocket. And how does that work? Wouldn't you have to move somebody to live at Red Rocket? And I could do that, but no. Here we go. Well, let's start out with the best parts. Let's go into scrap mode. Build mode. You can always tell when dog meat's not moving that we're headed towards build mode. Alright, eventually I should be able to scrap all these stupid mole rats. It just takes some time for some reason sometimes. Anyway, and again, you can clean up all this garbage on the floor. That's what I love, but you can't scrap the actual building here. That's the difference between scrap that settlement and SCRAP. Scrap that settlement would absolutely let me just destroy everything here if I wanted it. Instead, I can kind of pick and choose what I want to get rid of if I can get in the right place off of this building without trashing the whole thing. Sadly, this is one of the most disgusting settlements, including... Oh, there we go. Boom. See? Eventually, things you kill, you can scrap. But you can take this horrible tired, disgusting looking gas station that is just completely littered with garbage and turn it into something kind of nice, honestly. I consider this one of the nicer settlements if you can actually clean it up correctly. Yeah, we get a chem bench, which means we can make anything we want because of the free crafter. Now I want to do what I would call my first big build here. Not in Sanctuary, because I feel like Sanctuary is a bit too easy and it needs to be kind of homogeneous. You can't really get specific. You just need you need a place for settlers and things, so we're going to put a little effort into Red Rocket. Ha! Gotcha. Just start working on some of this garbage, but I'm gonna really, what I really want to focus on here in a minute is getting this place set up as sort of a go-between between Sanctuary and Abernathy Farm. But it just has so much crap in it. It just makes me nuts. Alright. I'm almost there. You gotta go up against this wall here for now. That's fine. Boink. Alright. Try not to get addicted to the scrapping. It can happen. There you go. There's so much garbage here. All I really need right now is a little bit of space for some bedding. And I can sort of deal with the rest later. So we go to the beds. Remember now, I'm connected to my workbench. And we'll hook these people up with some better stuff in a bit. I just kind of want to get it going here. Now all these components are going into this workbench here, right? But since it's connected to my other workbench, it all pools together. Alright, we got the beds down. Now we need water. And we're going to have a lot of options you wouldn't normally have. Oh, nope, we need power first. And we'll put our super switch on. There we go. Oh, that's the wrong switch. Hey, where'd it go? Like, I know what this switch does, but where's the other switch? Am I confused? It's under generators. Here we go. Yoink. Whole settlement's powered. Yeah, whatever. One, two. And that's going to produce all the water I need for the amount of settlers that I have. Hit the wrong button. And then I need some crops and some stuff for people to do, really. I'll go to crops. Excuse me. We did corn. Let's throw some mute fruit down. There we go. Defense, guard posts. We're going to put 2 down. I'll put 1 here. 1 there. And let's see. A quick look around. He's kind of bugging me. Toss him in a bush. I know, dog meat. I feel you. It's, you know. A lot of times you can just scrap these guys. But for some reason, every now and then it'll take like several in-game days. Whoa, 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 whoa. Before you can get rid of them. This guy's so weird. Come here. Get in the bush with your friends. There you go. Ew. It's grisly work, but it's work. Gotta move slow with this guy. Listen, if you're modding, this is important. I don't know what to tell you. This is an education in itself. Fallout 4. It's what it is. You still gotta drag mole rat parts in the bushes sometimes. Come on, come on, come on. Don't drop it. Don't drop it. Oh, we almost dropped it. Good enough. The sad thing is the tailpiece that I saw laying over here is probably just as heavy. Hello. Come on, bro. This is a meal right here in itself. Ugh. Listen, in survival mode, all these mole rats you kill is great. I know, dog meat. I don't like this job either, but let's get them out of here. All right. And this car has to go too because it'll explode and kill my settlers. Normally. No, I was gonna get really gripey and shitty. Come on, I can't scrap that. I can scrap everything around it. Now I'm gravy and shitty. God dang it. Anyway. I need settlers. Well, no problem. Thanks to Andrew CX, we'll go down to NPCs. Aminals, monsters, guards, merchants, general, clones, robots. But we want settlers. Now you got your standard settler summoner, although it is a standard setter. Apparently we get dogs. And you get 3 random settlers, but it gives you kids. And kids suck in this game. We don't want the kids. So we can go female only, we can go male only. We can get ourselves some ghouls or some super mutants. We'll just, whatever, we'll just go with dudes first. You pop out and you hit this button. You back up a little bit. 1, 2, 3 dudes. All right, so we got 3 dudes, and what we really want to do real quick is give them jobs, okay? Because if we don't give them jobs right away, they'll wander off forever. But we got to do 2 things first. We got to grab one. We got to move them to Red Rocket truck stop. Because right now, if you look at people, what does it say? It says 0 on the far left top screen. But I'm going to hit this button. Yoink. And this guy, he lives here now. But we need to give him a job, and he's going to be a guard. So we'll grab this guy. We'll move him to Red Rocket. Boom, now we have 2. And this guy's going to be my farmer. And that'll make people happier because there's food. And we're going to move this guy here. Welcome to Red Rocket, sir. Now we got 3. Pop him right there. Wait, hold on. I want you to see this. You think what I'm saying? Dog's not Brahmin. First of all, it's just class. Second of all, look at this. The mail is on its way. She's patriotic. She's got her glasses on. The sun and the rads mean nothing to her because of her incredible gear. Dog meat is friends with this junker dog here with his cool bandana. I mean, come on. Dog's not Brahmin. Dogs, not Brahmin. Alright, so I don't have a gun for this guy, but I do have a chemistry bench. I already made a combat rifle. Alright, so we can run up to this dude and we can say, Elliot,
Just
hey, how
looking
you
to
doing?
trade a little.
And we'll pop over here to my apparel and see if I have something he can put on. Yeesh. I don't really have any clothing for this fellow. Let me see what the other guy's wearing. What's he wearing? That's not going to work either. Where are you going? Where are you going?
I want to trade a few things.
Go ahead.
Where are you going? Oh, you can wear this, right? Alright. Let's see. I got all this combat armor, but I also have a bunch of heavy combat armor. Right now, I already did that. So let's give him this stuff. Yeah. Left, right. There you go. It's not looking good on the chest piece. You can't have my doom. Oh, wait. Here we go. Whoops. I'll figure it out. No, I did it right. Yeah. Bang! Look at this fool. And, I don't know. We'll give him some eyeglasses for some perception, right? Yoink. Looking pretty good. Looking pretty tough. I know it's not the postal thing, but whatever. We'll give him a combat rifle. Yoink. What am I? Inventory my ammo. Oh god. We'll give him a couple rounds. And then we got a tough fighter and we go back into the build menu. You are going to Abernathy Farm. Boing. Well, now my defense dropped and we want defense to trick people to come live here. So we'll get up here and we'll stick a turret right about there. And I do want laser turrets. This place gets attacked by super mutants, although no settlement tax are on. But you still want the defense bonus. So defense needs to equal food and water. So 26 defense would be plenty. It would reduce the amount of settlement attacks that I have. I have above that. Good to go. And honestly, fairly unnecessary. In this playthrough. You see, I almost scrapped the road there. Alright. What are you doing, you goofball? And then we could even, just for kicks and giggles, something I like to do. For a light touch there at the end. That look good, lighting wise. Look at that. Alright, come on. Yeah. Alright, so I got a ton of mods on. Got a bunch of stuff to show you guys. But I just kind of wanted to do that quick, like, hey man, what do we do in the first 24 hours when I have 85 mods on? I don't know where to go. I don't know where to start. I mean, I got all these things. I don't know what to do. So I kind of wanted to give you some ideas. Look at this. Friggin' brilliant. To get the basics in. Get that water down. Get that food down. You know, whether you're building wells or you're freestanding water purifiers. Whether you have wires going, whether you don't, generators, etc. It doesn't matter. You need water, you need food, you need defense. Day one, if you really are serious about being a builder, a settlement builder with mods in the game. You got any people over here? I doubt it. But I do want to check. You can see my lights showing up there. It looks pretty good in here. Beautiful night in Fallout 4. No. Look at that. It's not Skyrim nights, but it's actually pretty nice. I feel like Fallout 4 definitely delivers on that post-apocalyptic scary vibe. Alright. Well, episode number 1. Down the drain. I feel like it went pretty well. We got some things established, and I feel like I'm going into episode 2 pretty good. I want to say thanks to Morbid for saying hey and watching. I always appreciate you. Sometimes when I make the videos, I just want to get the information out. But I'm not noticing you. I see you out there. So thank you so much. But in the next one, I think what I'm going to tackle is another more helpful mods for settlement building. and then do episode 2 for this. And then episode 2 for this, I think I'm really going to start trying to show you guys how to build some things and put your Commonwealth together. Get a theme, get an idea. You know, if you have any ideas for themes, you know, feel free to comment and let me know. And if I see anything that looks cool, I'll give it a try. So, all right, I'm going to call it a video. I appreciate you guys so much. Thank you for watching. If you happen to see this at a later date or time, thanks for watching. Hope you guys are having a great day. Y'all be good to each other.